C.J. Hamptons, and on like that of guys that we had here, and it's just so valuable for us to build this team and to build depth. But bottom line is, until you eliminate the mistakes in the way the game's played today, 10 guys can be right and one can be wrong, and it hurts you. So that's where we're at with some of those guys on the summer team.
Obviously, I mean, he'll work out with Paul and all that. For a guy like Christian, what do you want him to do between now and August?
I think he's tentative, and I think it makes him look tentative out there, because when you're checking against different formations and trying to create the best defense versus that particular formation of play, then it creates a problem for him, and he can't think fast enough to do that. So what I want him to do is, yes, get bigger, faster, stronger, but I want him to get in and study that film and know why things happen. And it's different. It's even different on the board because they can learn it, because it's got to go fast. So we got to put him in those situations, which we can do by just sitting there and talking to him, calling the defense, and making him react to it.
Dave, how different do you sense your pass rush is right now, just kind of getting in the backfield, playing that way?
I don't think there's any doubt that, and I guess there's 4 guys that really come to mind. Really, there's a couple more I think that's really improved on the pass rush, but starts with C.J. Just having C.J. back to us defensively is huge, and not having him for 8 or 9 games last year really hurt our defense. So his pass rush and his ability makes a huge difference to what we want to do. And then I think Carlos Thompson has made vast strides there in passing situations. We didn't even run some packages that we'd put in early in the spring because we needed to move on some other things. Marquise has just been awesome. I think he's another guy that hasn't totally clicked, but his motor runs so hard, and sometimes when he's going the wrong place, he's still athletic enough to do the right things. I think Robert's improved. I think Brian's improved. So I don't think there's any question our pass rush is. I don't know how you put a percentage on it, but I'm pleased with it.
You talked about increasing the expectation level, making think this spring more physical than last one. Do you think guys met that challenge?
Yeah, I think they did. I think they rose up to what we wanted them to do. I mean, and, sometimes you look at things. I know for me, like if we're doing some of those points systems and it's pass scale, you can't really judge off of those things. But I think we got closer and closer to being a 2 deep. I think there's some guys that are on the edge, like I talked a minute ago, on that fence right now. But I think by the time 2 days are over, we have more competition on this defense. I thought it was competitive between the offense and the defense. So I think our football team absolutely got better. By far the best one we've got.
Created a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, and that was a major emphasis for us. We had. It's been outside ballers, creating some field position, a lot of good things. I don't know what the number is, but I know it's a high number for the number of turnovers we've got.
Where are you not good?
He's always had pretty good hands, and he's a guy that can move inside hard out. So he probably had the best spring out of anybody.
Everybody talks about Quan, kind of taking Dante's place. I mean, what are similar to Dante? How's he different? I mean, how's he kind of matching up?
Well, I mean, they're both big bodies, so that's the similarity. I think Dante is faster than Quan. Overthrow him, he's going to run and go get it. I think Quan, he'll develop that, but Quan's just a big body where you put the ball in, he's going to go up, and the corner's not going to go up. Well, I think we have some good guys, and I think guys that can develop and be good players. I'm excited to get, Sammy Epps in, and, he's just like Evan Ingham. He's going to play some receiver too. Markel Pack, just get those guys in and see how they want to come in here and compete. But those guys are definitely going to have to come in and compete for a spot.
Which do you know about those guys? Do you watch clips on the internet? What do you know about
Yeah, I mean, you definitely do. I come in here and watch their recruit season. I hang out with Sammy, so I think he's a really good kid. He comes and, I've thrown to Sammy a couple of times, so he really excites me. And Markel Pack, I mean, you watch his film, and he's a really talented player.
How did you evaluate your spring?
My spring? I think I had a good one. I think, I played the way I wanted to. I felt in control. almost, all the time. I mean, I feel really, really good. I just got to go out there and get on to another level, and I think that's really the only thing that could hold me back.
Much benefits that are giving you this summer being able to throw 7-on-7 all the time and not even going to the rehab.
Well, yeah, I mean, starting in June, I was throwing probably 30 balls a day. So, being able to go out and play 7-on-7 and get those 5, bullets per se, get the read coverages and all that, and make the throw. So, it's gonna be huge.
What do you think about the QB battle behind you for that 2 spot? How those guys doing?
Oh, I think it's neck and neck. One will have a good day, the other one will have a good day. They're both 2 different players, though, so I think situationally you can see both of them. Like Coach Freeze has said. So, but I mean, it's a tight battle, and those guys are competing, and that's all you can ask for.
In what ways do you think Jeremy Liggins can help next year?
Well, I think you saw today the short yardage stuff. Obviously the whole Berry package that we had last year was pretty successful, and it's hard to tackle a 300-pounder moving that fast. So, I definitely think he can help us out.
Are you okay with kind of that kind of stuff with the berry package, or do you want to take all those snaps yourself?
I'm all right with it.
What were your thoughts on Evan's spring as a whole?
Evan Ingram?
Yeah, Evan Ingram.
I mean, he's a freak. He's playing tight end, but he's one of our most explosive offensive players. So, getting him back and him healthy, and I mean, he makes plays every single day. So, I expect a lot of big things out of him next year.
In terms of your line, kind of what's the most vast improvement you've seen in that regard?
Well, I think they all came together. There's a lot of guys that didn't really play much last year. Durante, he redshirted, and he's coming on strong. So I'm excited to get him and Rod Taylor and Aaron Morris back, and let them compete it out and see who can win the game.
How about Cody Kors? He had a good game, another good game today.
Yeah, I mean, Cody's a guy that we're 100% confidence in. I have 100% confidence in him. So when he's out there, I think he'll make plays. And I think the big thing is we just got to give him some snaps.
Could you guys as players tell that the coaches wanted more out of you guys this spring?
Yeah, I think the coaches kind of set the and I mean every day they brought it, and they wouldn't accept anything less than what they were given. So they brought it every day, and we did too.
Guys, I hope you keep back for here. Yeah, guys on board. I do have to ask if anybody wants to do the team stuff. These are far from the rest of the